Tales of Vesperia, Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch OLED. I've played a lot of RPGs and JRPGs, but when it comes to JRPGs, one series always stands out to me: the Tales series. In my opinion, it's easily one of the most beloved franchises in the genre. Good storytelling combined with solid combat mechanics. That's something not every JRPG can balance.
Good as new.
But the Tales series pulls it off in a way that feels natural, keeping you hooked on both the story and the gameplay at the same time. Tales of Vesperia follows the story of Yuri Lowell, a former knight who's honestly a bit different from your typical JRPG hero. He's not all about justice in the clean, heroic way. He's willing to get his hands dirty if it means protecting people. And that's what makes the story hit harder. It dives into themes of justice, corruption, and what it really means to do the right thing. As the journey goes on, the stakes grow from something personal into something that affects the entire world, but it never loses focus on the characters. The party dynamics, especially between Yuri and Flynn, really carry the emotional weight of the story. It's one of those narratives that doesn't just tell a story. It makes you question your own idea of right and wrong while you're playing. And what really makes Tales of Vesperia stand out is how grounded it feels. Even as the stakes get bigger, it starts off simple, just Yuri trying to help his neighborhood, but slowly expands into a full-blown conflict involving the Empire, ancient technology, and the balance of the world itself. The world building is also a huge part of it. Concepts like Blastia and how society depends on them aren't just background details, they actually drive the conflict. You start to see how reliance on these systems shapes people's lives, and what happens when that system starts to break. Then there's the party. Every character has their own motivations and growth. From Estelle discovering her role in the world, to Carol, learning what it really means to be brave. And the skits, they add so much personality, making the group feel like real people instead of just party members. By the end, it's not just about saving the world. It's about the choices the characters make and the kind of future they believe in. And that's what makes Vesperia hit different. And more than anything, it's the consistency. From start to finish, Tales of Vesperia keeps you invested, whether it's through its themes, its characters, or the choices they make along the way. It doesn't rely on just big plot twists or flashy moments. It's the small interactions, the quiet conversations, and the way the group grows together that really makes it special. That's why, even years later, it's still one of the first JRPGs people bring up when talking about great storytelling in the genre. Estelle. At first, she comes off as this sheltered noble who doesn't really understand the world outside the castle. But as the story goes on, you see her grow into someone who questions everything she was taught. She's not just there to be the kind healer of the group. Her role is actually central to the entire story. Her powers, her identity, and the choices she has to make all tie directly into the bigger conflict of the world. What makes Estelle stand out is her quiet strength. She's compassionate, but she's not weak. She learns, adapts, and stands her ground when it matters most. And her journey, from someone protected by others to someone who chooses her own path, is one of the most satisfying character arcs in the game. She's really the heart of the party, and without her, the story of Tales of Vesperia just wouldn't hit the same. At the end of the day, Tales of Vesperia isn't just another JRPG. It's a story about people, choices, and what it really means to do the right thing. With characters like Yuri and Estelle leading the way, backed by a world that actually feels alive, it leaves a lasting impression long after the credits roll. And that's exactly why the Tales series and Vesperia in particular, continues to stand out in a genre full of greats.